I coach marketing agencies in a global mastermind program and teach digital marketing at a university. Here's what I tell students that most small business owners have never heard. Every call, every semester, I stand in front of a room full of students and explain how modern marketing actually works. The algorithms, the automation, the AI tools, the attribution models. And every time I think the people who need this most aren't in this classroom. They're out running HVAC companies, roofing crews, plumbing operations, law firms, med spas, local service businesses that are doing solid work, serving their communities, and leaving enormous amounts of money on the table because nobody ever taught them how local marketing actually works in 2026. So let me do that now. No jargon, no textbook, just the stuff that actually matters. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Nobody in your industry is saying out loud. The small business owner who's not ready for AI is already losing. The moment you decided you weren't ready for AI, your competitor made a different decision. They didn't necessarily know more than you. They weren't necessarily more tech savvy. They just stopped waiting. And right now, while you're fielding calls manually, chasing down leads in a spreadsheet, and watching your phone ring at 9 p.m. from a number you don't recognize, they're booking jobs automatically, following up on every lead within seconds, and sleeping just fine. This isn't a think piece about the future of technology. This is about what's happening right now in your market to businesses like yours. See, the "I'm not a tech person" excuse doesn't hold anymore. Let's call this what it is. When a local service business owner says, "I'm not ready for AI," what they usually mean is one of three things. 1, it sounds complicated. 2, it sounds expensive. 3, it sounds like something for bigger companies with IT departments and unlimited budgets. All three of those were reasonable objections 2 years ago, maybe even 1 year ago. But today, that logic has an expiration date, and it's already passed. The AI tools available to small businesses right now are not the robotic, clunky, barely functional prototypes of years past. We're not talking about the Siri that mishears you and sets an alarm for 3 a.m. We're talking about voice assistants that answer your business phone at midnight, sound like a real human being, know your services inside and out, handle common questions, book appointments directly to your calendar, and follow up on missed leads automatically. We're talking about marketing systems that nurture a cold lead from just browsing to ready to book without you typing a single word. We're talking about tools that, frankly, used to cost tens of thousands of dollars a month and now cost less than a part-time hire. The sophistication went up, the price came down, the excuses got thinner. So what does procrastination actually cost? Here's a math problem that's worth doing. Let's say your average job is worth $1,500. You're a roofer, an HVAC tech, a plumber. Pick your industry. You get conservatively 5 calls a week that you either miss, answer too late, or fail to follow up on quickly enough. At a 15% close rate on those calls, which, by the way, is a conservative number for a warm inbound lead, you're leaving over $5,000 a month on the table. That's $60,000 a year, gone. Not because you didn't do good work, not because your price was too high, because someone else answered the phone faster. And here's the part that really stings. The homeowner who called you didn't stop needing a roofer. They just hired someone else while you were on a job, while you were driving to a site, while you were doing the actual work that makes your business run. This is the core problem with local service businesses right now. You're so busy doing the work that the business is leaking leads from every seam, and there's no one plugging the holes. No human is available 24/7. No human can respond to 5 simultaneous DMs while also answering a call, while also sending a follow-up text to the lead from Tuesday. But a smart system can. An AI employee can. And the local service businesses that have figured this out are building a very significant competitive advantage over the ones that haven't. But my business runs on referrals, you say. Yes. And that's great. Genuinely. Referrals are the best lead source in the business. High trust, high close rate, low cost. If you've built a business that runs mostly on word of mouth, you've done something right. But here's the thing about referral-based businesses. Referrals are not a strategy. Referrals are an outcome. They're the result of doing great work and having good relationships. You can't manufacture them on demand, you can't scale them predictably, and you absolutely cannot control the timing. What happens in the months when referrals slow down? What happens when a competitor moves into your market and starts showing up first on Google? What happens when your best referral source retires or moves away? The businesses that survive those moments are the ones that built something intentional alongside their referral engine. Local search presence, a system that answers every call, a CRM that doesn't let leads go cold, automated follow-up that keeps them in the conversation even when life gets busy. Referrals fill the pipeline sometimes. A real marketing and operations system fills it consistently. And here's the 1-2 punch most service businesses are missing. At Chartroom, we've spent a long time thinking about what local service businesses actually need. Not what sounds impressive in a pitch deck, but what actually moves the needle for a roofing company or HVAC operation or law firm or med spa trying to grow in a competitive local market. It comes down to two things working together. First, you have to show up. When someone in your zip code Googles HVAC company near me or roofer in your city, your name needs to be one of the first things they see. Google Business Profile, local SEO, targeted Google and Meta ads, monthly ranking reports you can actually read and understand, not a 47-page PDF from an agency that you'll never open. That's the visibility layer. Without it, none of the rest matters because the leads never get to you in the first place. Second, you have to catch and convert every lead that comes in. This is where most businesses have the biggest leak. You show up on Google, someone calls, you're on a job, it goes to voicemail, they move on, or someone texts your business number at 10 p.m. on a Sunday. Nobody responds until Monday morning. By then, they've booked your competitor, or someone fills out your contact form, gets an auto reply that says, "We'll be in touch soon," and then falls into a black hole because nobody had time to follow up. There's an uncomfortable question you need to ask yourself. If a homeowner in your market needed your service today, right now, at 8 p.m. on a Wednesday, would they find you? And if they found you, would someone answer? If the honest answer to either of those questions is probably not, that's not a marketing problem, it's a systems problem. And the good news about a systems problem is that it's fixable, methodically, affordably, without requiring you to learn new software or hire 3 more people. One booked job from Windy AI covers the cost of the whole system for a month. Most clients see that happen in week 1. The question isn't whether AI and marketing automation makes sense for your business. The math answers that. The question is how much longer you're willing to wait while your competitors figure it out first. This is where Windy changes the game. Windy is an AI employee, not a chatbot, not a phone tree, a trained, voice-enabled AI that answers your calls 24/7, knows your business, books appointments directly to your calendar, follows up on missed texts and DMs, and makes sure no lead goes cold. She handles the front desk while you handle the work. And Compass OS is what keeps the entire operation organized. Every lead tracked, every conversation logged, every follow-up automated, every review request sent at exactly the right moment. Your pipeline visible, in plain English, in one place. Together, they're the marketing department and the operations system that most local service businesses never thought they could afford. And together, they do what no human team could do at this price point. They're available always, they're consistent every time, and they don't have bad days. So what actually changes when you stop waiting? Here's what we see on the other side of implementation consistently with the service businesses that pull the trigger on Windy AI and Compass OS. The phone gets answered. Every time. Even at midnight when a pipe bursts and a homeowner is panicked and Googling frantically, Windy answers, sounds completely professional, knows your services, and books the appointment. The leads get followed up. The ones who called but didn't schedule. The ones who texted and went quiet. The ones who submitted the form on Sunday. They get an intelligent, personalized follow-up automatically, not a week later, but within minutes. The pipeline becomes visible. No more, "I think we have some leads coming in." Compass shows you exactly where every inquiry stands, what's been followed up on, what's been booked, what fell off. You stop guessing. You start knowing. The Google presence gets built, month over month. The local SEO work compounds. Your rankings improve. Your Google business profile becomes a lead source in its own right. The reviews accumulate, the visibility grows, and you get to focus on the work, the actual work that you built this business to do. Because the marketing is running, the leads are being caught, the follow-ups are happening. That's what the other side looks like. And the only thing standing between where you are now and where that is the decision to stop waiting. So the reality is that AI isn't coming for your business. It's already here. The only question is whether it's working for you or for your competition. If you're ready to find out exactly where your biggest lead and visibility gaps are, our marketing strategy audit is the place to start. No fluff, no PDF that collects dust, no 90-day waiting period. Just a clear picture of what's leaking and what to do about it. Comment "ready" below, and we'll reach out to you and help you book a free marketing strategy audit. We'll show you exactly what we do and why. And if you've reached this far in this video and still want to put your head in the sand around this, well, I appreciate you listening and truly wish you the best of luck.